next act, it's George Dimarelos!
Yo, yo. 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 It's turned into a yo. Okay, well, that's a weird way to start. So I grew this last year. Yeah, I thought it was giving myself like a Tom Selleck look. But now every time someone sees it, they're just like, hey, Super Mario. So, it's close, all right. So I'm doing a show, I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm doing a show tomorrow called A Bookish Comedy Show, right? It's about books, book jokes. So I'm gonna do a bunch of book jokes right now. Now I'm looking at you all right. Okay, one enthusiastic person. That's usually the ratio. So look, I'm looking at a bunch of you guys, you're out on a Friday night, you got friends, you're drinking. Obviously, you're too cool to read many books. I get it, right? Too stylish. Look at you, sir. Look at you, looking very sharp and stylish. Never read a book in your life. I get it. Okay. So what I need you to do for the next 5 minutes is act like you just fucking love books. What do you reckon? Can we do that? Yes? Yes, all right. How good's books? Yes. How good's bookmarks? How good's folding the corner of the pages of books? Oh, big fans though. Not a fan there. You're like, no, you're not sure. Okay, it's a contentious one. I like it personally. I like it. See, like I like good fans, right? I'm like, you make your book your own, you know. Treat it like garbage, you know. Slap it around. I like it. So, as a bunch of book nerds with me, right? One of the things that I have experienced in my life, I'm sure you have as well, is where you read a word your whole life and then you say it, and it turns out you've been saying it wrong forever. One person covered their mouth like I've been doing that all the time. So, yeah, for me, the word was extrapolate. Yeah, my whole life I always pronounced it extrapolate, which just sounds like a toothpaste commercial. It's like Sensodyne, now with extrapolate. No. But people laugh at me, right? And I was like, no, it's because I read it before I ever, heard it, right? It's actually because I'm quite well read, actually. So it's... Slow burn on that one. Okay, so now, since I'm a massive book fan, right, like you guys, one of the things is I love Harry Potter. Okay, big Harry Potter. I also like trans people. To people who don't know, that's a weird 2 sentences to say, one after the other. But J.K. Rowling, the author, came out and said some terrible things about trans people. So now, if you like Harry Potter, you have to immediately clarify, I also think trans rights are human rights. Okay, we're all on board? Yes. I know, I'm not going to let some crazy woman destroy my childhood memories. That's my rule. Yeah, it's just a shame. J.K. Rowling, the first author to ever say anything problematic. You know? Don't Google anyone else. Okay, so we've got some Harry Potter geeks in. So I'm guessing, do you guys do the house quiz? Oh, okay, right. Okay, does anyone want to shout out what they got? Gryffindor, of course, Gryffindor, straight up, Gryffindor! I'm loud and proud, you know. Hufflepuff, it's nice and, well, so friendly. You're putting your hand up as well, very bookish. Oh, okay. It's like, I've got one as well. Okay, I'm in the library now, okay. Now Hufflepuff as well. Again, very Hufflepuff that. I got Ravenclaw person. Yeah, Ravenclaw, ow! So... I want to set in defend here because when if people don't know, the houses, right? It's the thing you can do online. It's a thing called Pottermore. You go on there, you answer a bunch of questions, and it tells you what your personality type is by house, right? Yeah, it's basically like a personality test for virgins. Sorry, everyone. I'm one of you, so it's all right. But no, so okay. I want to step in now and defend it though because the houses, everyone loves Gryffindor. I think too much because of the movies. You know? What people don't realize about Gryffindor is that without a wizarding war going on, Gryffindor are just like Americans. They're all patriotic and crazy. Like, yeah, woo, bravery, let's go, yeah. I don't read never, let's cheat, yeah. 10,000 points for Gryffindor. Dumbledore, the original US Federal Reserve, all right. It's an extremely niche reference, that one. Detailed knowledge of both US banking policy and Harry Potter houses, okay. I do want to talk about something else. How are we doing? Okay, okay. So I read a bunch of books. That means one of my problems is I'm really bad at referencing them. Even though I've read a whole bunch, I'm really bad at getting conclusions from them. It annoys me because I got a friend. He's read 3 books in his life, and he gets more from those than I get from everything I've ever read. Right? Seriously, he reads Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and he's using that in beautiful, powerful ways. Since then. Someone's going through a breakup and I'm like, to be or not to be, right? And he's just like, shut up. Babe, you're Charlie Bucket. And he's Grandpa Joe. All right? You're working your fingers to the bone. He's just lying around all day, probably doing his crypto or something. As soon as something good happens to you, he's up and dancing around. singing, "I've got a golden ticket, babe. You're the golden ticket. Don't let him ever forget that, all right? You believe in yourself." I'm like, it's the most empowering thing I've ever heard. It's amazing, right? Or like I want to talk about like politics or something, right? Like economics, right? And I'm like, "Oh, I've got all these fun things to say." And he's like, bro, shut up. Let's talk about Oompa Loompas. Okay? These guys are working for chocolate, right? That they make, all right? And you can't rent a house with chocolates. Have you seen the Sydney property markets? They barely accept money. Right? And they're working this chocolate, and all this surplus value goes to some billionaire who dresses in crazy suits and just does whatever he wants all day. He's looking to hire some kid to take over. What does that kid know about industrial relations? Right? So I don't know what I am, but let me tell you right now, I'm against a bunch of workers who are basically wage slaves getting all the surplus value extracted to go to one person while they get no say in any of their working conditions. Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck. Right? Yeah. I've never heard someone so beautifully describe the Communist Manifesto. All right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you, Bookish Card. You have a good time? Yes, thank you very much. Enjoy your show.
Dimarelos.